Okay. Good morning, Hi Ten George Realty. I hope you had a nice New Year Eve and New Year's Day. And it is the first time that I can remember that it rained on not Christmas, New Year, New Year Day.
Yeah.
That's the first time because it usually doesn't rain on the New Year Day, but it did, and but luckily the Rose Parade. It was still going on as usual, and this is called determination. But it was good. I watched it a little bit, and as usual, and that's good. Now I can't believe that this is the beginning of 2026 already. Hey, this is the best time to have your plan ready, your business plan, and go for the prosperity of 2026. 2026 will definitely be better than
Hmm.
2025. Okay, I assure you. And all the indication points to the fact that we might have a better year for 2026 as far as the housing market is concerned. Right, John?
Correct. Correct.
All right.
I'm looking forward
Okay,
to a
we are
good.
ready for it. All right.
I'm
So,
ready
but
for it.
now, if you don't have a business plan already, hey, this is the time to do it. And Michelle and I will help you guys formulate a business plan so that you can have a roadmap for 2026. And it is very important, believe it or not, if you have a plan, hey, you have a goal and you're going to achieve it. Okay. All right, and I would like to welcome everybody today, especially the affiliates that join us. And as you know, that John Wax will be our affiliate spotlight today. This is part two of John's presentation. So I'm sure that there will be a lot of information, a lot of useful information. Looking forward to it. But before that, I would like to introduce the other affiliates. Let's begin with Marie. Marie from Contempo Escrow. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
How are you?
Good morning, everyone. I know I've been off the radar for a little while, but like I was saying to you guys earlier, I don't know. It's like everybody slowed for the first 11 months, and in the 12th month, everybody said, let's close. So I literally probably single-handedly closed for 14 escrows. So, it's still out there, guys. Even in the middle of Christmas, where times are told that it's slow and things are not moving, things are still moving. And most of my offers from my agent state, they had 10, 12 offers on their home. So people are still looking, they're still out there. You see a little bit of the interest rates, but I think people are really tired of sitting on the sideline. So they're purchasing. So get out there and do what you do normally. Do your farming. It's a brand new year, so it's a great time for you to go door knocking. It's a great time for you to call your spheres of influence, your past clients, to do the things you need to do to get your listings. Anything you need from me, if you need net sheets for your listing appointments, if you have questions on mobile homes, whatever it needs to get your business further, I'm here to help. So, here to help you grow your business. Have a great month. Talk to you soon.
Thank you, Mary. Appreciate that. Appreciate your positive spirit. Okay, we going to have a better 2026 for sure. Okay, the next we have Ben Lee from Pacific Alliance Bank. Ben, good morning. How are you?
Good, good. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. So this is a Ben. I'm from Pacific Alliance Bank, Senior Vice President, SBA Manager, and also Urban Branch Manager. We're Pacific doing CRE, commercial, construction, and SBA loans. So feel free to let me know if you have any questions. Be really glad to join this. Thank you, and Happy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. And Ben will be doing a lunch and learn on the 14th, right? The January 14th.
Yes,
On
yes.
Wednesday, he will sponsor the lunch and learn, and it will be at 1 o'clock Wednesday, January 14th. Lunch will be provided. Okay, looking forward to
Yes.
that, Ben. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Okay, do we have anybody from the training room, Michelle?
No.
Okay, is that all the affiliate other than John? I think they're all late today, for some reason. Okay, John, go
All
ahead.
right.
You're
Thank you,
on.
Peter, Michelle, and High 10 George. I hope you all had a great holiday season. I was available. I did take some calls from you, so I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm here for you to help you in your success. Some of the things that we're going to cover today are some of the changes in the NHD report, what's radon, and how do you deal with it, and then the right to farm, which no one really talks about. The right to farm, it's not a major thing, but it is disclosed, and there is stuff to talk about in regard to that. So let's get into, without further ado, what's changing is the California state level earthquake mapping has changed. And it's in preliminary stages right now. And as soon as it is adopted, we will put it in the reports. We can't put preliminary stuff in there yet because it can change, and then you won't have the most accurate. So right now, what you're getting is the most accurate for that right now. But as soon as it does change, I'll let Peter and Michelle and everybody know that it has changed. The information is in our reports, okay? So the next thing is, what is radon? So radon is a product from the soil that, when radioactive decaying of uranium and thorium is found in certain soil and rock. And what it means is that the maps we work off of detail where these radon zones are, but they're not to be used as a gauge for how much radium is on that soil or emitting from the soil. The best way to deal with that is to get a test kit. And they're about $25 to $35, Home Depot, one of those places. Stick it in there, follow the directions, and you can find out how high the level is. Generally, it's in the moderate range for the San Gabriel Valley and a lot of Southern California. What's the problem? The problem is that when it gets trapped. Now, some of the homes, I think Altadena did, and I think some of the Pasadena older homes, they had basements. And back east, it's big issue. The basements were no vents, and the radium decays go right into the building, and it's trapped there. So after a period of time, you breathe that in, it can cause lung cancer or other respiratory issues. So the thing that you need to know is, hey, when you're looking at properties, make sure the proper ventilation is there. Now, as far as the different types of footing for homes, you have the solid or the concrete, which radium can't emit into the concrete. It goes out and around, so it's not an issue. But if you have a house on raised foundation, you have to notice that every 5 feet, there's a vent. That vent is there to allow the radium to emit around and up into the atmosphere without containing inside a dwelling where it could cause issues. But like I said, the best way to deal with that is getting a radon kit, a radon test kit. And zone 1 is the highest, and it's 4 deciphers. That's how they rate the radon. And that's when they suggest that you get a test kit, and if it comes back positive, talk to a specialist. But at this time, there is no duty to mitigate getting air purifiers or anything of that nature. Maybe later on, but right now, we just have to disclose that information. Any questions? Nope. Okay, well, then we'll go on to the right to farm. Okay, right to farm. Right to farm is a notice informing buyers that a property may be within or near an agricultural activity area, okay, and which are legally protected in California and many other states. And the problem is buyers come in there and they may not be there at a particular time, because what's the issue? You have things that affect your enjoyment of the property. So it could be a noise, an odor, dust, early morning or late night activities, or uses of pesticides and fertilizers, which they both have smells, and some could be hazardous if you're in that area. So that's the whole thing. Why this notice came in is to cut down and eliminate frivolous lawsuits for nuisance. So they didn't want, because they were getting jam-packed. People were filing left and right nuisance lawsuits because they moved into an area and they found out that, hey, their enjoyment is upset and they want to sue the farmers for nuisance. Well, they can't do that because of this. And as long as the activity is, as long as the activity is legal, they can't do it, and they'll be precluded from doing something like that. But it is important. It does have to be disclosed. And remember, these are all to eliminate lawsuits, because what happens is when the judicial system gets bogged up in a particular area, something happens. What happens? They go to the legislature. Legislature, please put together a bill that will help us and foreclose these frivolous lawsuits, or lawsuits that they were put on notice, yet they still decided to buy in the area and things like that. So basically, those are the two areas that I wanted to cover. I do want to remind you that we talked about last time, but it's very important regarding the fire hardened defensible space CAR form. It's the seller who's responsible for filling it out with the guidance of the agent. And you just jump on the call with your client and me, and we go through it. We get it done properly. We get it done completely. And so that your client knows what it's all about, number one. But number two, you also do it so you're putting it on the buyer, so your seller doesn't have to come out with any money out of pocket, because you know they don't want to do that. And now it's up to the buyer. And again, there is no enforcement of this. So the buyer is not really being anything but having to just take care of his property, because no one's going to knock on the door. And if they do, they're doing it improperly. Hey, where's your notice? Where's your compliance documentation? You know, and they're just not going to do that. But just remember that I'm your expert in fire and everything else. And I look forward to helping you guys and be successful in 2026. Again, keep reaching out, seeing what these people have plans on doing in 2026, how they're doing, how their holidays were. But just keep touching base, because that's how you're going to gain business, and that's how you're going to be able to help service your clients and potential clients. Was that good?
Thank you, John. John, you talk about the radium. This is something that we have not been really serious about for the longest time. But now you brought that to our attention, and I understand it's not legally we require, right?
Yeah, we don't have to do anything.
Be aware of it, and for your own benefit, you should be trying to get rid of them, right, or mitigate them, right?
Mitigate, exactly.
So what if you get an elevated reading of radium, then you consult an expert.
A radon expert.
Do you have a referral?
I can give you to referral. You know what? You know Ami? Ami could probably refer you to somebody of that nature.
Oh, okay.
You know Ami Adini?
Yeah.
He's spoken to your office before.
Okay.
He would be a good one. Yeah, he's an environmental specialist, so he'd probably know where you could go about getting that.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? I don't personally. What?
Is it very expensive to mitigate?
That I don't know. I haven't heard anybody mitigate it. I just heard about people disclosing it and dealing with it by finding out, hey, how much is the actual ciphers on that property?
Right. It's a health hazard, right?
Yeah, it can be a health hazard because of the fact that when it's trapped and there's nowhere for it to go into the atmosphere and disseminate, safely, it can be over a period of time. You can get lung disease, cancer, a lot of different things, because it's a hazardous material.
Right. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Anytime. Information's in the chat, everybody, and Happy New Year.
John, excuse me. This is Oscar Castrina. I have a quick question. How do you say that the gaseous form again?
It's decaying uranium and what's the other thing? And thorium. Those two items are in the soil that naturally emit, but when you build on it, the trap gas like speeds up and then goes up into the atmosphere and is trapped. If it doesn't get into the atmosphere, it can be trapped into a structure. Does
Okay.
that answer the question? That's what it is. It's decaying uranium.
Yeah, it's more and more problem. It
Thorium.
used to,
Yeah.
used to be a mole is not a problem, but then a few years ago, or actually 10 years ago, it became a major problem, and now it's a very sensitive subject, you know.
Right. Well, it got really big back east because they have a lot of trap basements. It wasn't so big out here. And then like 10 years ago, maybe
I
it
see.
became a bigger issue,
Oh, I see. Okay.
you know?
Thank you very
So
much. Appreciate it.
you're very welcome. Anytime, I'm here for you. Thank you.
Okay. Any more question for John? All right. Thank you, John, again. All right. Now we don't have a lunch and learn this week, but we do have a very intensive training session on this Friday and the following Friday. Michelle will be training us on the RPA session 1 and RPA session 2, as well as the car new form released in December. Yeah, to come to the training session, it'll be very educational and very useful for you. Okay, and as I said, the Bentley will sponsor lunch and learn next Wednesday at the 1 o'clock. Is the January 14th. Lunch and learn from Pacific Alliance Bank. Okay, lunch will be provided. I hope you can come to and join the seminar. Okay, any questions? Do you have any special announcement, Michelle?
Yeah, I just want to, you may not have seen the calendar, but on Fridays, we've moved the training session now to 11 a.m. instead of 1. So that, you know, if you have other things to do on a Friday, you can get into training and then get back out. So it'll now each week be at 11 a.m. And I just want to remind everybody that if they haven't looked at the calendars recently.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, we thought that 11 o'clock would be a better time for everybody. So we changed it to 11 o'clock.
Michelle, excuse me, this is Oscar. So that will be starting this coming Friday?
It'll be starting Friday.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Anything else? Okay.
Oh, I do have one more thing. We have some agents that are coming back into business, or even it would be good for new agents. I will be staying in the room on Mondays for an hour after the meeting. We will address any of the contract forms that you need to address. Today, I'll be going over residential listing agreement informally with a small group. So whoever wants to stay in on those kind of things, just stay in, and I'll stop the recording, but I won't cut the Zoom meeting. So if you need any help or have specific questions, just stay in, and we'll do this for the month of January and February and see how it goes. Okay.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. So come to the training room after the meeting. Okay. If you want to learn something. All right. Any affiliate that came in late and who wants to speak right now? Nobody in the training room either. No. Okay. So this time, Michelle, can you tell us what is happening in the listing and also the sales for the company?
Okay, so last week we had new escrow, 17851 Kalima Road in City of Industry. That is a commercial lease. The value of that lease is $681,000, and that is Shumei Cam double-ended that. We also have 2437 West Valley Boulevard in Alhambra. The value of that commercial lease is $72,000. and that was double-ended by Cecilia Juan. And 419 North Chandler Avenue, number 412 in Monterey Park, Nina and Tatiana were the listing agents, sold by outside broker for $685,000. New listings, 11450 Church Street, number 103, Rancho Cucamonga, is a lease at $29.25 per month, and that's Alden Lai. 17851 Kalima, that's the one that already was, yes, already been leased, and that was Shumei Cam at $32.08 a month. And on the closed last week escrows, we have 419 Chandler, number 521. Nina and Tatiana were the listing agents. Outside brokers sold the condo at 713. And Cecilia Juan had also just listed 2437 West Valley and already leased it. So congratulations to everybody that was working last week and closing some transactions.
Thank you, Michelle. Very good. Anybody who has listing or sales not listed or anybody who want to speak about the listings or the sales or reduction in price or anything? Or anybody want to talk at all? can talk right now, okay? Nobody wants to talk.
Prayers for our country, prayers for Venezuela.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, John. A
Prayers
prayer
for the city of
for
Oakland.
humanity.
There's more crime in Oakland than in Venezuela.
What did you say?
Nothing, it's a joke.
He's joking.
I see.
Yeah.
The prayers in Oakland, California, there's more danger than Venezuela.
Oh, I see. Okay, Carlos.
It's the truth.
Okay, all right. Okay, if nobody wants to talk, I would like to do my presentation today at this time. Let's share the screen, and I'm going to talk about referral fee disclosure. As you know that the referral fee is getting more and more popular now, you know, and a lot of people, when they refer business to you, they also are always asking for referral fees. You know, especially from other agents from other states, if they want to help, they want you to help them to find a property for their clients. They generally want referral fees, and also the core banker has a system where they have internal referral fees for their core banker franchisees. So you know, usually it's about 20 to 25%, but not all the referral fees are allowed. So you know, some of them are not allowed. So you have to be careful and not to get into trouble with the DLE or the state laws, and especially after the lawsuit, the recent lawsuit about the NAR, the lawsuit that against the NAR. And all the referral fees has to be done in strict transparency. Okay, so so I would like to find at this time to kind of go over it a little bit for you, and so that you know which referral fees are allowed and which are not, and how do you comply with the referral fees. And as a matter of fact, the card just had recently issued guidelines on referral fees. And so they also had a new form, which is called the RAD, the Realtors Acknowledgement and Disclosure that on referral fees. And this is a completely new form, and it's very useful for dealing with referral fees. So and I'm sure that Michelle will
across the street from my condo.
talk about that more when she has the training on Friday. Okay. And so with so let's talk about what is a referral fee. Well, referral fee is usually the compensation that the real estate professional typically receive as a compensation in exchange during a principal or for representation in the purchase or sale of property, and from the property management or any other licensed real estate activities. And some of the referral fees are allowed, some of them are not, and it is governed by the state laws as well as the federal laws, and also governed by the DRE regulations. So, you know, there's a lot of governance on this referral fee business. So you have to be careful, and if you want more training on the referral fee, you can always come to me or Michelle, and then we can give you further insight into the referral fee regulations. Now, is disclosing the receipt of referral fee legally required? The answer is yes. It stems from the fiduciary duty as a real estate agent that you have to that you own to the your principals, and you have to have the duty of to do the best interest of your principal, and you have to disclose any secret profits that you made. That is why that is primarily stem from your fiduciary duty, and also the Department of Real Estate require real estate agency or require real estate licensees to disclose the receipt of referral fees to their clients whenever those fees related to the client's transaction. So there are two areas. One is from your fiduciary duty, and also from the DLE rules and regulations. And also there are other areas that require you to disclose the referral fees. The other areas are the code of ethics in being the real estate agents, and is contained in the Article 2 of the Code of Ethics that requires the realtor to avoid concealment of pertinent facts, including the receipt of referral fees. And also because of the Burnett versus the NER, the lawsuit that requires the strict transparency, and you have to disclose everything that is material to the real estate transaction, including the receipt of the referral fees, so that everybody will know that you get some compensation for a referral of a principal to the transaction. Okay, and that's do the real estate agent need to disclose the receipt of referral fees even if they don't affect the client's cost? Your question, you probably say that, hey, you know, it doesn't come from the pocket of the seller or the pocket of the buyer, is from my pocket, and it doesn't pertain to then you know, why should I have to disclose it? So but the fact is that the fact that you're receiving a referral fee, or when you're giving referral fees, it might affect the price of the real estate transactions. So legally and ethically, you are required to disclose how much how much you receive or how much you give as a result of the transaction. So you do need to disclose the referral fees. Now, how about the amount? Well, you know, sometimes I say, oh, I don't know what that amount. Sometimes the amount is gauged on the percentage of the transaction. So what about if I don't know the amount at this time? Well, then you wait until the total amount is ascertained, and then you disclose it in the escrow statements of the closing statements, so that everybody knows that exactly how much you're giving or how much you're receiving for the referral fees. Now, how about the referral fees between the agent working under the same brokers? For example, you know, if Oscar and Juan is doing a transaction together, and they are splitting the commission, should they have to refer the referral fees from each other? The answer is no, because since you're working under the same brokerage, and the brokerage is the entity that receives the referral fees. So after they refer after they receive the referral fees, the broker can distribute the referral fee to each agent as needed or as required. During the transaction, so you don't have to disclose in the to other parties other than that saying that the brokers receive the referral fees, and the referral fees will be distributed to the appropriate agents under the company's private disclosure, and it's an internal policy for the company. And now, how about from the other brokers? If for example, if High-Ten George Realty receive referral fees from a Dynasty, Coldwell Banker Dynasty, how do they can they accept the referral fees? The answer is yes, you can, but you have to disclose it. But what about the affiliates? So can you accept the to pay or receive a referral fees from the affiliates? The answer is no. The California law prohibits the receipt of referral fees from the affiliates for like the lenders, the escrow, and the warranties. Those are affiliates for the company, and you cannot receive those any referral fees from those vendors, from those affiliates. This is in violation of the California state laws, and also it is a violation of RESPA too. If there's some from the residential transaction which is residential transaction which is 4 units or more less, and then it comes under the RESPA, the restriction, and it is a violation of a RESPA if you receive any referral fees in the transaction, including the affiliates. So make sure that you don't get the referral fees from the affiliates. There's some of the brokerage receive like they require the agents to go to a certain escrow, and the escrow get a referral fee as a compensation, and that is totally not allowed, because if you do that, then there were violations of RESPA and also the violation of state laws, and that's why the California first escrow got in trouble, and they are under investigation, and some of the agents are under investigation. So you don't want to get into trouble like that. So you don't want to receive any compensation or any referral fees from escrow, from the lender, from home warranty, or any affiliates in the company. So okay, and including John Wax, you cannot receive referral fee from John Wax even if he refer you some business. Okay. Now, who can receive a referral fees under the federal RESPA law? Now, as you know, that the RESPA law only applies to residential transaction 4 units or less, and for commercial transaction, it is allowed. And those referral fees are known as the finder's fee, which is permissible under the RESPA. But you have to be careful. You have to make sure that that those are the exceptions of the RESPA laws, under the commercial transactions. Is there a difference between a referral and a lead? He says, okay, well, I only refer a lead to the real estate broker, and it is not really a referral fees. The difference between referral and a lead is the referral usually is contingency on the successful consummation of the transaction, and the lead that is not. For example, if you refer a client to for example, Juan, and Juan successfully close escrow, then Juan will give you the referral fees. But if it's only but if it doesn't close escrow, then you won't get a referral fee from Juan. But if it's a lead, then it doesn't matter whether they close or not. You still get the compensation as a lead. For example, you give a list of leads, for 10 or 15 leads to the real estate agent, and even though the real estate agent does not consummate any of the deals in the list, they still get the lead fees, and which is different from referral fees. So now, as I said, the DLE has actually the CAR has released a new form called the RAD, RAD, which is the Realtor's Acknowledgement and Disclosure for Referral Fees. This is a pretty nice form, and it's pretty comprehensive in dealing with the referral fees, and it tells you what the companies, it lists all the compensation for multiple sources, and also they list the present and potential ownership interest in the property that is the subject of the transaction, and also they include all the referral fees, or from other fees are paid or received. So this is a new form released by the CAR, and it's integrated in the new forms that we are using it presently, and also because of that, it has changes in the listing agreement as well, and BRBC and all the related forms, and those are all properly incorporated and integrated in the new forms and the revised form that are released in December. Okay, so and Michelle and I will continue to train you on those new forms and modified forms in the near future. Okay, so don't worry about it. And I just like to mention it at this time about this particular form, RAD. And when should I present the RAD form to the client or principal when I refer to another licensee? You do it as soon as possible, and the sooner that you do it, the better it is. Ideally, is when you sign the representation agreement, or when they're referring the principal to another licensee. But as soon as you know about how much the referral fees are you going to give or receive, then you should present the RAD form to the other parties. Okay, other than the RAD form, would there be anywhere else to disclose our referral fees? Yes, because of the RAD form, some of the forms are also modified, such as the BRBC and the listing agreement. And they also have the incorporated the referral fees disclosure as well as acknowledgement. So all these are undergoing updates continuously, and when it's more updated, and we'll keep you informed of the most recent updates. Okay, so don't worry about that. They are already, when it's listed in the checklist, in the sky slope, and it's already ready to be used. Okay. What if the referral fee is negotiated after the transaction begins? Well, then you do it as soon as you ascertain what the referral fees is and how much it is, and then you present it to the other parties for clarity and for transparency. What about if you will receive a referral fee from a out-of-state agent? That's fine. You know, it happens all the time. You know, when the out-of-state agent cannot handle or they are not supposed to practice real estate activities in California, they will refer you the agent, and in turn they are entitled to referral fees, and this is done all the time. And that is no problem. So all you have to do is fill out the referral fee agreement, and usually it's like 20 to 25%. So that is fine. That's no problem. What happens if the referral fees aren't disclosed? Well, then you are in violation of this federal law, state law, as well as the ELE rules and regulations, and you are subject to discipline. Or you suspend your license and legal liability and all that. So you don't want to get to that trouble. So when you receive or give referral fees, you should have to disclose. That is the minimum that you have to do. The best practice to explain it to referral fees to the client, I have given you some scripts here, and you can use it. I'm not going to elaborate on this, and you can use it on your own, or you can you can draft your own. But the matter of the fact is that you just explain to them that is, in essence, that this does not affect the transaction, and it's just for the transparency as well as the honesty of you being the agent, and everybody that should be in on the same page, and transparency is the purpose of this referral fee disclosure. Okay, now what if the client has concern about the referral fees? Then you just have to reassure them that referral fees do not impact your duties to act in the best interest, and the fees typically does not increase the transaction cost beyond the amount in the listing or representation agreement, and the purpose of this disclosure is just for transparency purposes, and it is done all the time. It's no big deal. Okay, and so as long as you disclose it and let everybody know what it is, and then it's fine. And referral fee, as I said, a referral fee has been processed all the time, and even though that the CAR and the DLE has the new guidelines, it's the principle is the same. It's the transparency that matters. Okay, so I will stop here. If there's any question, please ask me right now. Anybody has any questions?
If we're farming, that's Rebecca. If we're
Yeah.
farming and we get a lead, can we give like that person just say in that neighborhood says, oh, I have a person that's going to sell. Can we give that just a person that's not an agent a referral fee for the lead?
Well, it depends on the situation. If it's a residential transaction, 4 units or less, because a RESPA, you cannot give referral fees, any referral fee at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Peter, I thought you are allowed to give a finder's fee as long as they don't
For
have any.
commercial. Yeah, for commercial transaction as well as the residential, which is 4 units or more. But if it's less, and then it's under RESPA, you cannot give referral fees.
So no referral fees for a single family home.
Right.
Like, for example, if
Right.
somebody says, my brother's going to sell his home, no finder fees are allowed.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
What about a gift basket?
A gift basket, I guess is okay.
See, there you go.
A little token of appreciation, all the time. We'll treat them to RE36, James Charles restaurant. No,
Exactly, there you
I'm
go.
just kidding. Okay.
Take him to his restaurant. You heard him.
But no cash.
No cash, right? Okay. Any questions?
Always great information.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, John. All right. If no questions and anybody wants to talk about the transactions at this time, we still have about 9 minutes. Okay, if not, then we'll conclude this meeting and I'll see you next week and have a nice week ahead.
Have
Thank
a
you,
wonderful
Julia.
first
New Year.
full week. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New
Bye,
Year, everyone.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for coming to
Bye.
the meeting. See you on
Take care.
Friday.
Good to see you.
Yeah. And after this, you can always come to the training room and Michelle
Yeah.
and I will be there and talk to you about.
Okay, good.
All right.
Good
Bye-bye.
stuff.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.